Well, it's a lovely summer's evening, and the Raven Guard traits have leaked online, and a lot of people are up in arms about the fact that you're only able to engage them with snapshots if they're more than 18 inches away. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. I think in the grand scheme of what we've already seen from various different links and articles and things like that, it's a trait that will have an advantage in the opening turn, maybe two of the game, but it is just worth remembering that all the Legion traits are going to skew things in certain ways to try and capture the flavour of the Legions. Some of those things will probably feel a little bit more impactful than others. Some may have longer impacts over the course of the entirety of the game. The Raven Guards is maybe a little bit more situational with having to set up those distances and be careful with that. But also, we've already seen the core missions. They're bringing you into the centre of the table. We know there's an onus on scoring consistently through the game. Once you start making it into no man's land, things will be 18 inches away or more than 18 inches away at points, and that will be frustrating, but it's not something that can be maintained long term. And I think a lot of people are perhaps overlooking the fact that we already know how the missions the new edition is opening with, at least, are set up, how they want to function and how they're going to work. So it's a really cool trait. Personal opinion, I really like it. I quite like having that little bit of extra security in the earlier part of the game, being able to set yourself up and position things well, kind of minimize casualties whilst you're sort of setting the trap and making sure you've got that overwhelming force to be able to clear those objectives and things, which feels really on brand for the Legion. So I think it's something that, when we're having to deal with things like speeders that can keep their distance quite happily, they're going to be popular in Raven Guard lists, probably going to be a little bit of a pain to deal with, or like jet bikes, and obviously like your heavy support teams and stuff as well are going to really benefit from that. So going to events and things, and if you're going to events on a regular basis, having ways to shut down those units, or close the gaps so that you can stop them from running amok and having free reign of the table. It's just something you're going to have to think about when you're building lists. It's just part of the list building process now. I don't think it's game breaking. I think it's actually quite cool. I think it's quite manageable, and I really like the feel it's giving for the Legion. And it is a Legion that for most of second edition was really underrepresented, so I'm hyped that they're getting that kind of love. Anyways, have a good one. Speak soon.